Have you ever wondered why Saudi Arabia, a country deeply rooted in Islamic tradition, has turned down the ideology of political Islam? This isn't a question we ask casually. It involves a critical shift in Saudi Arabia's ideology. A country synonymous with centuries-old traditions. Yet here we are witnessing a significant change in the way this nation is shaping its future. Are you intrigued? You should be. To understand this, we need to delve into the key events that led to this significant shift. In recent years, Saudi Arabia has undergone significant social and cultural reforms under the leadership of Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, also known as MBS. Unfurling a fresh narrative for a land steeped in tradition, MBS has introduced a wave of reforms, transforming the social and cultural fabric of the kingdom. One of the most notable shifts has been the amplification of women's rights. The once rigidly patriarchal society is now seeing women occupy positions of power, drive cars, and attend public events, all of which were previously unthinkable. Simultaneously, the kingdom has witnessed the removal of hardline religious content, a shift aimed at curbing extremist ideologies and promoting a more moderate and inclusive form of Islam. This move has significantly curtailed the powers of the religious establishment, which was once a formidable force in Saudi Arabia's politics and society. But what sparked these sweeping changes? The answer lies in a combination of factors. Demographic shifts, primarily the rise of a younger, more globally aware population, have played a crucial role in demanding and accepting these changes. Economic pressures too have been a catalyst, necessitating the diversification of the economy and reducing dependence on oil. The desire to modernize the economy and align it with global standards has also been a driving force. By fostering an environment that encourages innovation, entrepreneurship, and foreign investment, Saudi Arabia aims to bolster its economic prowess and create a more resilient future. These extensive reforms, however, are not without their challenges. They require the delicate balance of maintaining cultural identity while embracing change, of respecting traditions while paving the way for progress. Yet in this dance of transformation, one thing is clear. The changes have not only modernized the country but also shifted it away from the ideology of political Islam. The kingdom's new trajectory reflects a broader vision, one that seeks to harmonize tradition with progress and create a future that is inclusive, diverse, and forward-thinking. MBS has not only introduced reforms, but he has also centralized power and sidelined conservative clerics. In a bold move toward modernization, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, or MBS, has used the Wahhabi doctrine, a form of Sunni Islam, as a tool to justify his transformative reforms. This doctrine, known for its strict interpretation of Islam, has been subtly reshaped by MBS to lend religious credence to his sweeping changes. Now let's dive into the international dimension of these reforms. MBS has worked tirelessly to moderate Saudi Islam, a movement that aims to temper extreme religious views and promote a more moderate and inclusive interpretation of Islam. This initiative has been coupled with a significant increase in outreach to other faiths, marking a departure from Saudi Arabia's traditionally insular religious stance. This shift hasn't just been felt domestically. On the international stage, Saudi Arabia's relationships with other nations have been significantly impacted. The nation's image has been gradually changing, moving away from a hardline Islamic state towards a more moderate and progressive nation, open to dialogue and cooperation with countries of varying religious and cultural backgrounds. But these changes have not been without their challenges. The centralization of power has raised concerns about the concentration of authority, while the sidelining of conservative clerics has sparked tensions within the religious establishment. Yet despite these hurdles, MBS continues to forge ahead, resolute in his mission to reshape Saudi Arabia's societal and international identity. The international community has been watching these developments closely. The moderation of Saudi Islam and the increased outreach to other faiths have been met with cautious optimism, even as questions about the long-term sustainability of these reforms persist. In conclusion, the power centralization and international outreach initiated by MBS have been integral to his ambitious reform agenda. These steps have significantly distanced Saudi Arabia from the ideology of political Islam. This shift, though still in its early stages, holds the potential to redefine Saudi Arabia's role on the global stage, marking a new chapter in the nation's history. The reforms in Saudi Arabia have been influenced by various factors. As we delve deeper into this narrative, it becomes evident that the failures of political Islam have played a significant role in prompting these changes. The correlation is clear. the shortcomings of political Islam have not only disillusioned many, but also given rise to violent extremism. This extremism, in turn, has spurred the need for reform, pushing Saudi Arabia towards a more moderate stance. The rise of violent extremism has been another major influence. It's a global concern that has left no corner of the world untouched. Saudi Arabia, like many other nations, has felt the heat of this issue. The desire to curb this menace has acted as a catalyst, driving the nation towards significant cultural and social reforms. And let's not forget the aspirations of the younger population. The youth, comprising a substantial chunk of Saudi Arabia's demographic, yearns for change. Their desire for a more modern, progressive society has undeniably been a driving force behind these reforms. The youth, with their forward-looking vision, are the architects of this new era. Examining the implications, these changes promise a brighter future for Saudi Arabia. They signal a shift towards modernity, a move away from hardline doctrines, and a step towards a more inclusive society. But these changes are not without their challenges. The path to reform is often fraught with resistance, and Saudi Arabia's journey is no exception. Yet, the implications of not changing could be far more severe. Stagnation in a world that's rapidly moving forward is a risk no nation can afford to take. These reforms, therefore, are not just about embracing a new ideology, they're about survival in an ever-evolving global landscape. These influences and implications have played a crucial role in Saudi Arabia's shift away from political Islam. Saudi Arabia's shift away from political Islam has been a significant development. This change has been driven by a blend of social and cultural reforms, including increased rights for women and the removal of hardline religious content. Power centralization under Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman has been pivotal, sidelining conservative clerics and moderating Saudi Islam's international image. These reforms have been influenced by the failure of political Islam, the rise of violent extremism, and the aspirations of the kingdom's younger population. Understanding these factors helps us comprehend why Saudi Arabia has turned down the ideology of political Islam, marking a new chapter in its history. Thank you for watching this insightful analysis of Saudi Arabia's shift from political Islam. Your support helps us continue producing such content. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon for more engaging and thought-provoking content. In our upcoming videos, we'll delve deeper into the geopolitical landscape of the Middle East and further explore the implications of Saudi Arabia's reforms. Until next time, stay curious and keep learning.